there's a lot of things that have happened in the crypto space that change what crypto is and how you make money in crypto. The simple thing when it was just Bitcoin was just buy Bitcoin and hodl. And that formula is starting to look more and more harder for that formula to work. Now, the holy grail of making money in crypto is simple. Buying drives price up and then everybody makes money. And losing money, selling, the price goes down and everybody loses money. So that's an important thing to understand, that what you need more buyers than sellers. Now, the thing is this, crypto is also very correlated. Everything is correlated with each other. Now, mostly correlation starts from Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the biggest cryptocurrency out there. It's correlated to everything else, right? And so Bitcoin goes up, everything goes up. Bitcoin correlated with Ethereum. Ethereum heavily correlated in the altcoin space. Now, what do we have? We have a lot of selling that is coming into the market. Now, we want to listen to what Somi has to say about this.
All right, Gitcoin is an open source platform. So Gitcoin, a lot of coders and developers, they band together, they can get paid, they do different languages. I'm not too familiar with the platform, but I can smell a rat when a rat appears, all right? And you can too, all right? You can smell something fishy is going on. So recently, just now, all right, recently, the Gitcoin team has partnered with Shell to fight political agenda climate change. Now, obviously, I don't really care about climate change, real, fake. I don't really care. I don't know anything. I'm a peanut brain. And we'll draw a peanut brain to let you know. I just think it's strange that I've been seeing an uptick in this political agenda stuff in crypto. Very strange. First, it was MakerDAO. First is the first big one. Now, MakerDAO, they did a vote. The founder did a vote. By the way, he owns all the coins, along with a few other people, okay? The biggest guys own a lot of all the coins. They were doing a vote to give themselves more coins from the treasury to dump on the market to go fight climate change. And I made posts, friends, and I went really hard at them. And I have it here right now, friends. This is the MakerDAO chart. Of course, it looks like everything in crypto, but it hurts if you're a holder. It hurts to know that the owners, the founders, they're voting for more coins so they can go dump.
Okay, so now we're starting to have big players in the space starting to dump tokens in order to fight some political agendas that they believe in. Now, I do not care what anyone believes in, what cause anyone wants to fight for, and I think that is great as long as it's a good cause. However, if you're doing it at the expense of holders, I don't think that's a great idea. Now, you might be saying, well, I don't hold any of these tokens that are funding fights against climate change, fights against whatever resource they want to fight against. But again, I'll talk about the same thing. Cryptocurrencies are correlated. Now, if you've got big players in the Ethereum space that are dumping coins in order to fund this, that will have a domino effect on other cryptocurrencies because they're all correlated. You might say my currency is not correlated to this, right? Here's the thing. Once they run out of their coins to dump, what they will do is they will launch another token. And what are you going to do when you hear Vitalik is launching a second coin? When you hear the founder of Uniswap is launching a second coin? When you hear MetaMask is releasing a token? That token will quickly rise up in the top 10. And then what you're going to have is more dumping on the market again to fund whatever cause they want to find at that point. So because the markets are heavily correlated and because the people at the top have significant influence in the space, they can end up converting retail into their dumping ground where they dump all their tokens on. Now, here's one thing that everyone has to understand, that it's not, I said earlier that the way people made money before is changed. It's still possible to make money by catching really good coins early. But if you look at the previous bull run that ended November 2021, what you realize is that most retail investors did not make money. The money was all in launch pads. So what would happen is that a group of highly connected insiders would launch a token, distribute it amongst themselves, put it on the market, and the coin would immediately spike 100x and they would dump on retail. So retail would come with so much excitement, and as soon as the token is launched, people rush to buy up those coins, and then the price spikes up, retail dumps, the insiders dump on everyone else. And then it happened again and again and again and again and again and again. And one of the things that is happening is that more people now are getting have a bigger reason to dump than before. If people want to solve things like climate change, which is a global problem, right? Which is a problem that, what does it solved look like? So if you have a problem that has no end results that it solved, what does it solved look like? Does it look like everybody using green energy? How much does it cost to build those solar farms that everyone in the world uses? How much does it cost? So there's no real end result here. It's just a money pit. That's what it is. So if you have people who are now, crypto was invented to disrupt finance. But now if we are now moving away from that and getting into causes that are just a money pit and that is funded by retail investors, I don't think that's a good idea. Now, retail, will they learn their lesson? No, they won't. People will continue to support those projects because they will have that hopium that these projects will pump, despite the fact that they are dumping on their communities. People will still support them. So it's a really strange place. Now, Pulse Chain is a little bit different because Pulse Chain is the most decorrelated asset in the space. Now, it's still correlated, but it's still it's the most decorrelated. It's decorrelated because of the gatekeeping. That means that we don't have access to, we're not on Coinbase, not on Binance. We don't have access to those markets, to those users of those platforms. A lot of news sites don't talk about it. A lot of crypto YouTubers don't talk about it. And they don't cover it intentionally so that they don't want to expose their audience to it. So for that reason, it's in its own space. It's like a walled garden, right? That really is kind of on its own. So for that reason, I think that it will be a little bit decorrelated. It's not as impacted. But the number one issue that I think if it is solved, it will be great for everyone is this issue of cryptocurrencies all being correlated together. They go up together, they go down together. Once that mold is broken, that's when we will be able to see everything really get back to the basics, back to the fundamentals of number can easily go up. They could be, now who knows why they're playing this game now. They could be getting into this because they want to gain some political clout or gain some really, that way. But it's clearly not good for the holders of the tokens. All in all, let me know what you think about all of this. And remember, guys, obviously, this is not financial advice. And I will see you again next time.